Hello and welcome back to the workbench. I'm actually taking apart a tablet today because I'm tired of throwing all these things out. Not that I ever actually throw them out, but I'm tired of wasting the parts in them. So I'm going to try to reuse this one. It's a U30GT from Cube. It ran on 12 volts, 2 amp rather. Featuring a rock chip 3066 processor on board, 1 gig memory, decent amount of storage. I think it was maybe 32, 64, 16 gig, whatever. It was sufficient storage for Android. And it was working just fine, except I believe the Android release, the packages from Google, weren't working anymore. They were kind of stalling on everything when it tried to function. So not terribly useful as a tablet anymore when it can't load a web page up for whatever reason. There wasn't anything else on it, and it was rooted. It did have a clean install on it. I'd gotten rid of anything that was causing an issue software-wise from the original software stack, but still no dice. Got it partially apart already to save some boring screwdriver work, but this was actually pretty nice. So it had a panel on it for heat dissipation in the middle of the machine and to provide some rigidity likely. It had aluminum pieces on the sides there and an aluminum bottom. So all in all, pretty nice, screwed together, fairly easy to take apart. Two beefy 3600 milliamp hour lithium batteries, 7.4 volt. So those are probably being stepped down to, well, maybe it runs at 12 volt. I didn't really check any of that. Neat though, so these should provide plenty of amperage. I'm guessing it was 10,000 milliamp hours, so it's probably 5 volt system with both the batteries are ganged up, so it's just getting 7,200 milliamp hours and plugged in right there. So I'm going to finish taking this apart and I'll walk you through it as I go along. It does have a removable, let's see here, get the Kapton tape off. It does have a removable piece for the camera that might be reusable. I don't know if these have any kind of standard connector, but given the prolific nature of these tablets, I'm guessing they might be a standard of some sort. Let's see if I can get this out of here without breaking anything. It's funny, but as usual, some of the rip-off tabs and the stick-down padding isn't actually taken off. So pretty reusable on that front. That looks like that's in the board. Alright, so we'll just take this whole thing off. Well, that must pop off because that's a pop-in connector, so it's not like it's soldered down on the board. Let's see if I got everything off here. I have to get this Kapton off first. If this tablet was still functioning okay, if it didn't have any problem downloading its applications and running them okay, I'd certainly use it for my workbench. That's still pretty good. Batteries were still functioning just fine, holding a good charge. Let's see if I can get those up without damaging anything. Ah, there it is. All right. Ooh. Oh, that's bad. Let's see if I can see what's going on there. No, that's an adhesive. So I need something thinner to shim in there to get that adhesive off without breaking this battery pack apart and potentially making it a fire hazard. Actually, one moment please. Get something non-flammable, toss that in case it does become a problem. Funny, this one was just, oh, ha. I think that was supposed to be stuck down, but nobody ever attached the adhesive pads. Rather, no one ever took the backing off the adhesive pad, so it never stuck. Alright, now how am I going to get that off? I was where a 3D printed spatula might come in handy, or just a long plastic spudger. Might have to actually make something like that. Alright, I'm going to make a special tool to get that off, so let's see if I can break down the rest of this in the meantime. Otherwise I'll have to go do that, come back once I have the correct piece. Ooh. Ah, 16 gig of my SD card. That'll be useful. Alright. Oh, okay. So that's where that camera was. It's still attached to the board. Or not the board, rather. It's still attached to the case. Let's see if we can feed this through. There we are. Alright. Looks like that's just glued onto the back of the LCD, so that's kind of interesting. Pile those up out of the way. And what do we have for LCD? Anything attaching it? Let's see if we can get that off too. Oh, that one's actually stuck down. Okay. There we go. Just standard sticky pad. Oh, got movement. I don't want to look at the other side until I get this done. That glass is probably cracking, but we'll see in a moment. Adhesive's giving away. Let's see what we've got. Alright, yeah, and there's our clean tablet. Good. So the glass was the only thing that was cracked on there. I'll see if it's internal glass or the digitizer's what's cracked or what. But put that to the side. Alright. And there you go. That's all there is to it. Here's the main board. It'd be nice to reuse this. It's a fairly functional computer in its own right. But I have the sneaky suspicion that I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. Although who knows. It does have external HDMI. Yeah, it's got external HDMI, so I can certainly hook something up to it. Although I don't know if I have terribly much use for a rock chip computer running Android poorly, even with HDMI output. But we'll see. If I can make it do anything else, then it might still be useful. And this I'll have to make a spudger for, so, well, I'm going to go 3D print something. I'll also add that to the build, so if anybody wants a 3D printed spudger, they can use mine. Alright, back in a moment. Alright, the spudger. I will put the design down below. Printed at a pretty high layer height for speed. Probably should have done that a little slower, but that's fine. The real question is, will it get this job done without seriously damaging this battery, necessitating that it gets put out in the security bin outside, just in case it blows up. Alright, let's see what we've got. Oh, okay. So a bit chewed up, but not damaged. And left a little bit of spudger back on it, but layer adhesion must not have been that great. That's fine. But no breaks in the battery pack, so that's the important thing. And I think these are just going to go sit in the protection tin, just in case. Alright, and looks like the LCD came out of it okay. Although it just ripped off the plate with the model number. That's That's 609-1L-1641B 110917 K82. And I think that's all the writing on there. And the other piece has some more on it, but this I'll just hold up the camera so you can see. Maybe I'll just read that because that looks tiny on there. It's HK419 H2BG 82K9 1641B7. That's it. Let's see. I've also got a sticker here. Alright, and that's it. Now the panel's free. So we'll probably get all the goop off it. For the time being, I'm just storing all the parts in the box. Those are super useful if you're doing projects. You can store all your parts in them while you're either sorting them out or deciding what to do with it. So all the molding and casing on the tablet, that'll get thrown out. Not terribly useful. This is probably busted. So I might be able to remove the glass from the digitizer with the application of some heat. I'll possibly do another video about that to see if I can get that off of here. Alright, well, I can mess around with that. See if I can get it off later. If I do, I'll do a video of it. Show you how I did it. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Till next time.